In this lesson, we are going to be reviewing the letters bet and vet. Something important to know is that the letter bet and the letter vet, the other way around, are the same letter. The difference is that when there is a belly button inside this letter, we pronounce it B. And when there is no letter belly button, we say V. So bet and vet, in fact, are just the letter vet, are just one letter. It has the same numerical value, so they're the second letter. But you need to remember that when there is a belly button, it's called bet, and we pronounce it B. So let's begin. One important thing about the letter bet, besides the fact that it has a belly button, that's how I remember, is that it also has a base. Do you see that? Please don't confuse it with another letter that looks like this. Do you see the difference? We'll learn this one a little bit later. It's the letter kaf. But let's just pay attention at the letter bet. Make sure you recognize that there is a base right here. The letter bet sounds a B like the word bayit, house, or buba, that's a doll. Now, I like to think about this little story. Once upon a time, there was a letter bet that had a belly button, and its bayit was very messy, so he brought a vacuum cleaner. And it started vacuuming and vacuuming and vacuuming. I bet that the new vacuum cleaners don't look like this, but anyway. And it started vacuuming, and look what happened. And it vacuumed the belly button. And oh no, now we have the letter vet, and it sounds V. Okay? So now you know that when bet doesn't have a belly button, oops, it sounds V. V. Usually at the beginning of a word, it's probably going to be a bet. And in the middle of a word, you're probably going to have a vet. We're going to practice in a moment. But before we practice writing, or reading, better said, I would like for you to learn these vowel sounds. This is called Shvah. And there's two options for Shvah. When the Shvah appears at the beginning of a syllable, we are going to pronounce it with a short, very short sound, like a e. Some people say a, but let's make the sound e, like in the word tzedaka. Tze. Oh, I don't remember. I think it's like that. Tzedaka. Okay? Now, when the Shvah appears at the end of a syllable, it's going to be silent. So we're not going to make a vowel sound. We are just going to make the sound of the letter. For example, if we have the word, let's see, rog, we say et rog, and we don't say et rog, just et rog. So it will make the sound of just the letter. The letter tav sounds t, so we say etrog. Let's practice reading. Now we're ready to read some words that contain the Shvah at the end of a syllable. The first word in this list is etrog. Notice how I don't say eterog. I just said etrog. 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 The second word is, did you read it? Yeah. Ashrei. Ashrei. Again, I do not say asherei. The Shvah is at the end of a syllable, esh. So, I just pronounce the sound of the letter shin. And so I say, ashrei. Look at the third word. Talmid. Talmid. The Shvah is under the letter lamed. And so I say, talmid. The next word is shalva. Next is ivrit. Ivrit. That's Hebrew. Ivrit. And the last word is toldot. Toldot. Keep on practicing. Remember that you can always pause this video and rewind it and look it again and keep on practicing. Way to go.